Most people have this in common: learning how to drive. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. You have to so hear this. I don't know if you were in this position either as a teenager or a parent, but wait till you hear how this mom is instructing her child how to drive.
How do I do this?
Right, now don't panic. Get into first. The car is on. Right, ready? I'm going to drop the clutch, put the revs on.
Yep.
And let the clutch out gently. Revs.
Yep, go. I've stalled it.
Now, rev it up. And slowly. Yep, keep revving. Wow! Careful! Right. Kieran, stick to the left.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh!
About burn the rubber.
Sorry, I had to get out of there.
You even hear the dad in the back seat. Mom is just so animated.
Her eyes are popping out of her head, and she's watching a mailbox go by. She's like, oh, oh.
She's screaming the entire ride. I don't know if I could have been her child trying to navigate through all of that.
I mean, he had a pretty good attitude about it. He knew he was messing up royally. It was, so then if
I couldn't. I'm sorry. I can't.
You can't what?
Have a mom next to me screaming as I'm learning how to drive. I'd be so nervous.
So I think I was that mom with my daughter teaching her a manual. She had gotten like a VW Bug, and it was manual. And
Stick shift?
Yes.
No.
And I love to drive a stick shift. It's so much fun. So anyway, we're going, in the neighborhood, and she is burning the clutch out, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Finally, I said, just stop. And I made her get out, and I got in, and I was like, we're going home. I couldn't take it. So from then on, Joey took over.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So Scott's a great dad, but there was something with a U-Haul and your father, Scott.
Yeah. You can have several years of driving under your belt and still have some mishaps. We were moving. He was in a U-Haul. We were driving a U-Haul and hungry, in between the trips, and pulled into an Arby's drive-thru, placed our order, and then as we were pulling around, all of a sudden we heard this loud just noise, and we're like, uh-oh. And apparently he had scraped the protective cover of the air conditioning unit at that Arby's with the U-Haul. And we kind of look at each other like, what do we do? Well, so we just grab our food and go.
Grab and go, huh?
May I answer, what do we do? Not take a U-Haul through a drive-thru.
Yeah.
Right. That was probably not a wise decision.